Okay, here's a review about factor x's. So in a factor x, you are looking to find the two numbers on the sides. Those two numbers multiply to the top number and add to the bottom number. So you will normally start with the top and the bottom, and you have to figure out which two numbers multiply and add to. So our first example here, we're looking for two numbers that multiply to 8 but also have to add to 6. So if you feel like you remember factor x's from before we took our break, now is a good time for you to pause the video and try at least number 1 or maybe all 4 problems, and then rewatch the video and check your answers. So the way to start these is to think about all the things that actually multiply to 8. So you've got 1 and 8, 2 and 4. That's it. So since we're multiplying to a positive and adding to a positive, both numbers have to be positive. Well, 1 plus 8 isn't 6, but 2 plus 4 is 6, so our final answers are 2 and 4. Okay, on to number 2. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to 12, but add to -7. So if you're stuck, you start listing all your factors of 12. So things that multiply to 12. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. And then we have to think about negatives in this one. Because we're multiplying to a positive, our two numbers have to have the exact same sign, but we're adding to a negative. So therefore, both numbers have to be negative. So the only combination that works is -3 and -4. Okay, now let's multiply to a negative, specifically -15, but add to a positive, so +14. So again, if you're stuck, you start by listing all of your multiples, all of your factors of 15. So 1 and 15, 2 doesn't go into 15, 3 and 5, 4 doesn't go into 15, so we're done. We're multiplying to a negative this time, so only one of our numbers can be negative. We're adding to a positive, so the smaller number has to be the negative. So -1 plus 15 is +14. So our final answer is -1 and +15. And the last one. What two numbers multiply to -24 but add to -2? So in this scenario, we're multiplying to a negative again, so only one of the numbers can be negative, but we're adding to a negative, so when they're positives, the bigger number has to be your negative. So we've got 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, and 5 doesn't go into 24, so we're done. And the bigger one has to be the negative. So you check by adding them together, and the two that add to -2 are 4 and -6. So that's how factor x's work. Hopefully that was a good refresher for you. Good luck on your quizzes.